Jaime, and this is my presentation for day 2 of the Canvas Days. The topic is on ethnic studies for CLAS 16304. The prompts I'll be going over today. Prompt 1 is to identify 2 similarities in the rationale behind the Arizona legislature passing SB 1108 in 2010 and the Florida Department of Education's decision to ban the pilot AP African American Studies courses from high schools in 2023. The second prompt I'll be going over is to identify 2 results that educational researchers found about the value of ethnic studies in high school. A quick intro to ethnic studies. Ethnic studies are courses that focus on critically examining histories, cultures, and experiences of various ethnicities, particularly when it comes to their experiences in or with government, I suppose. The first similarity and rationale I found was the phrase "education, not indoctrination." This phrase was used by both groups behind the Arizona legislature passing SB 1108 in 2010 and the Florida Department of Education. More so for the Florida Department of Education, but I believe I did at least see something similar to this phrase being used in the video about Tucson, Arizona. Also, they emphasize particularly about the courses not being important enough, I suppose, or that they weren't needed, unnecessary. Which, to me, is weird because, isn't that the point of an elective? It's not necessary, I suppose, but it's, worth it, to learn? Anyways, the second similarity and rationale I found was both the ethnic studies courses in Tucson, Arizona in 2010 and in Florida were called Vehicles for Political Agenda. In Tucson, I believe it was more the agenda that they thought was communist or socialist. I think the exact term was Marxist-Leninist was used in the video. And in Florida, it was more about the quote-unquote woke agenda, I guess. I didn't know they even had laws about that, that included the phrase woke, which is interesting to me. And then 2 results that educational researchers found about the value of ethnic studies in high school. Researchers found that the students were graduating from high school at a much higher rate, around 93% in TUSD, which is the Tucson Unified School District. I keep saying Tuscan. For ethnic studies students, and being accepted into college at a much higher rate. In TUSD, they also found that the students taking ethnic studies courses did better in standardized tests, which is interesting. In the video, it showed that the ethnic studies classes really made students more interested in school in general, not just the ethnic studies courses, because they got to learn. I feel they got to learn something that they felt more engaged in because it's something that they're a part of, intrinsically. And then these are my references, and that is the end of the presentation.